Hi, welcome. My name is River, and this is my Sims 3 Amazon Challenge, episode 1. I've decided to start sharing my Amazon Challenge here on YouTube because I think my friends are getting a bit tired of me, honestly, because uh, I keep blabbing about them, and I needed some sort of outlet here to tell their story because they're they're chaotic. They're very chaotic, I will say. Um, if you're new to the Amazon challenge, don't worry. I've included the Sims 3 Amazon challenge rules below. There is a Sims 4 version that I also play, but I haven't included it here just because it's not really relevant. But if you were wondering, there is a Sims 4 version. Before I move on to explaining some things about the challenge itself, I just want to do a really quick disclaimer about some inspirations. So if you recognize the kind of like background, I don't know, if you're getting deja vu, if you know, you know. I'm very much inspired by Simple Bliss. She is, or was, I don't know, has since deleted her channel, and she used to upload her own Sims 3 Amazon challenge, and has since deleted her channel. Did I say that already? Oh my god, I don't know. But yeah, she deleted her channel a while ago, but she got to like Generation 6, and I absolutely loved it so much, and had moved her challenge into The Sims 4 as well with the same family. I thought she had such interesting and chaotic, definitely interesting and chaotic storylines, and I absolutely loved it. But yeah, moving on to the challenge itself. Yeah, so the different roles we have are the scholar, who values thinking and pursuing growing her skill in the arts and gathering knowledge to pass on to future generations. She must master the painting, writing, sculpting, logic, and inventing skills. I will say that realistically, it's more like 2 or 3 of those, depending, just because of like how long the life stages are and stuff. So, and also like if you have a career and all of that stuff. If you look at the original Sims 3 rules, it'll have careers as well if you're wondering, but I don't really follow that too much. My rules are kind of like all over the place, but I have them shared on below as well. The other roles we have are the champion, who endeavors to master her strength and skill in strategy. The general of her queen's army, she must master the fitness, martial arts, logic, and handiness skills. We also have the entertainer, who entertains the sect, wanting to be the thing that all the ladies are watching and gathering all of your secrets for the queen and themselves. They must master singing, dancing, social networking, charisma, and as many of the instrumental skills as you possibly can. We also have the providers, who take care of the sect by feeding them and caring for the children. She must master the cooking, gardening, mixology, fishing, and nectar making skills. As I said, there's a lot of skills here. I feel like it's more like 3 you should master, while having the other ones be up there as well, depending on how you do the challenge, but yeah. And then we have the queen, who does it all. As the leader of the sect, she must set an example to her court, mastering one skill from each of the other roles in fitness, logic, and charisma. We also have another role that is unique to my challenge, or to my roles, I guess. It is a religious role where the members of the court will ask her for advice for auspicious dates and to heal ailments of the body and soul. She masters the alchemy, magic, and gardening skills. She's the priestess. I have seen other people come up with different religious roles within their own roles, like shaman. I've seen in the Sims 4 challenge roles, and I've seen some other ones as well. Mother Seer in Mother Seer in the Covenant Legacy challenge. If you've seen that, I love that one so much, by Ronald DeSimmer. But some other just like main rules that they have to follow are men don't live in the sect and are moved out pretty early on, like when they're like toddlers or babies. And they have like their own like little separate household that I put them into, and later on the other generations will probably have children with them, because they're technically still a part of the sect. They're just not Amazons. Yeah, but the ladies are not allowed to have long-term romantic relationships with men or even marry them. But you'll see that is a very fun trope within this challenge. So enjoy. Also, sorry if I got a little high there. I saw it spike. Ooh. Okay. So yes, onto introducing these ladies. So as you might have seen, her name is Megara. She is my queen. She is the 2nd generation heir to my Amazon challenge here in The Sims 3. I have been playing it for a very long time, but had a really big break in between. So I've been a bit active lately and a little insane about them, just like my Sims 4 one. I'm mostly very insane about my Sims 4 one, but my Sims 3 Amazon challenge is a lot more casual, and I can just play it whenever, and so I've been enjoying it while I've been stressing out about The Sims 4 and my Amazon save, since I've recently made a blank one, and I've been building it up for myself in The Sims 4. So to just some casual gameplay here, but it does get chaotic, as you will see in the lore drop for the family trees and stuff, because it's a little insane. But yes, as I said, this is Megara. She's my queen, Megara of Clan Everdeen. So we have at least 3 different clans. Yeah, 3 different clans within the Elvis sect, which is the sect that is this household. The different clans are the family relationships. So the royal clan is the Everdeen clan, and they're all fairies. The ruling clan are all fairies. You have to be a fairy to rule the Elvis sect. That came about due to Victoria, which was my founder for this challenge. She has since passed away. She the lore with her is that the lore with her is that her family was killed by humans, and she hated humans ever since, and thought that fairies were the greatest above all the rest, and made it so that only fairies could inherit the throne. So here is her eldest daughter, Megara, and her other descendants that I will get to in a moment. But yeah, so they can only be fairies. Well, she does have a vampire daughter. Victoria had a vampire daughter. Daughter, oh my god. Daughter. But she cannot inherit the throne, but is still a part of the Everdeen clan. But yes, moving on. So as I said, this is Megara, and this is her eldest daughter, Ariadne. She is the heir, or crown princess if you like. Usually I like to call her the heiress. She's technically not officially the crown princess because of the heir competitions that I have for them, meaning that any of the royal descendants that are fairies can fight for the throne, or like be backed for the throne. There are certain things that they must do, which I can get to in another day if you want to check out the rules that I have. It is written down there, but I will tell people once it starts becoming apparent, because she turns into a young adult in 2 days, so that competition will be like in the upcoming episodes basically. But yeah, we also have Medea, which is Megara's niece. She's not Megara's daughter at all. Megara's sister, younger sister, Contessa. If you know, you know. Just gonna drop what it actually is though, because as I said, lost media. Contessa was a name that Simple Bliss used for her eldest princess, but was never the queen. No, wait, was she queen? Kind of. I don't think she was. But it was a name that Simple Bliss had used for one of her royal Amazon ladies. But Contessa was my second daughter, not my first. Like Simple Bliss's Contessa. But what else? Megara and Contessa, Nydia's mother, were twins, so they had there's some lore of like twins being pretty auspicious to the Amazons, so the ladies they didn't fight, but they're more likely to be both backed up by people for the throne, so they were both backed by separate people. But sadly, before Victoria passed away, for somebody to be announced as the crown princess, Contessa had died in a fire when Nydia was aging up into a toddler, and Contessa was holding Nydia in her arms and had glitched out because she couldn't put her down, so she was on fire, and she couldn't put her down, but she couldn't be put out either because, as I said, she was holding Medea. It was chaotic. I had to restart both Medea and Contessa so that they could be moved around. It was wild. And also for Contessa to die from the fire, because nothing was happening. It was a little annoying, but it was also like, oh my god, I can't do anything. She's dying. Yeah, it was really upsetting because Contessa, I had plans for her, but sadly none of them came about because of her death. I mean, like, some of them came about, but like, But yeah. Contessa had died before Megara, before her sister Megara could be announced as the crown princess, so automatically Megara had become the crown princess, no matter how much she might not have wanted it. And their mother then died like 3 days later, so I had a funeral for Contessa, and then 3 days later had a funeral for Victoria, and then had Megara's coronation. I was a very busy person for a couple of sim days, more like a sim week, honestly. It was very chaotic, oh my god. But yeah, let's have a look at the family tree so that I can show it to you. So yeah, this is Victoria, and then we have Megara, Contessa, and Euphemia. Euphemia is Victoria's youngest, who is a vampire and is not in line for the throne, even though she is still a royal. She had a bunch of boys, well, just 3, but as you can see, since they have moved out, I don't really care about their outfits. They're just aging up, doing their thing. When they're adults, young adults, I guess, I'll probably change their outfits to be something that looks a little nicer. But yeah, we have, as I said, Ariadne and Contessa's daughter, Medea, and then Euphemia has Astaria. I'll get to her later since Euphemia is the warrior, so that is a separate role than the heiresses / princesses. They're technically princesses, and I will probably just call them princesses instead of crown princess or heiress, since they still need to go through the competition for the throne. Yeah, alright, so as you can see, Ariadne is right here. She is quite funny. She doesn't look too much like her mom or her grandmother. She's got blue hair from her father, Riordan, who is an alien, descendant, if I remember correctly. She didn't get his blue skin, but she did get his blue hair and eyes. Yeah, Megara has like this pretty lilac-y color. It's very fun. She inherited her mother's blonde hair. Megara inherited her mother's blonde hair, but got purple streaks because she is a fairy and got her own color. And yeah, so she did get the pointy ears. I don't think does Riordan have pointy ears? Oh no, okay, so they both had pointy ears. That's her aunt. That's Ariadne's aunt, so yeah, you can see that they have pointy ears. But yeah, this, as I said, is Medea. She has her mother's hair with the periwinkle streaks in blonde hair with strikingly blue eyes. I think that, no, Contessa had more of a periwinkle blue, more of a normal blue, still kind of vibrant, but more normal blue. Medea inherited Victoria's very vibrant blue eyes, and Medea looks so much like her mother, genuinely. I have a picture, maybe I'll like compare them, and I'll put them up here, but they do look a lot alike. Not as much as some other people that I will point out in a moment, but yeah, the traits are inherited for sure. I mean, obviously, like, Ariadne has the same wings as her mother, which is definitely some points to Ariadne for the throne, I will say. Medea, while is a fairy, does have her father's wings, Oh god, who is he? He is this guy. Did you guys break up because of? Oh no, she's dead. Why is she an old woman? Oh my god, story progression. Enra's story progression is wild. God. But yeah, he's also very, and has these like very light blue, kind of almost purpley. No, it's mostly white. It's white, definitely. Because white kind of leans purple in some lights, in my opinion. Or just it's the sparkles and it's just really throwing me off. It's white wings, yeah. So yeah, she has her father's shape and color of wings. But yeah, so like her color is purple, and then her color is like this kind of greeny blue. I mean, it's kind of the same color as her, but you know, I like to give them colors to differentiate, and also like there's colors associated with the different roles as well. So it's fun to give them outfits that match that. But yes, here are some of the others. Let's take a look. As you might have seen, as you saw in the family tree, this is Euthymia. She is a royal, but not in the line of succession. Technically, she is, but that's not announced yet. Just yet. Her sister Megara said that after all of the fairies in the royal line are dead, Euthymia can take the throne as a royal. So she is technically at the end of the line of succession. It goes fairies as the precedents, then everybody else, just from age. This is also keeping in mind that only women are in line for any of the positions. So yeah, she is the warrior champion. In the Sims 3 it's a champion, but in the Sims 4 it's the warrior. I don't really know why they switched that, but either way, yeah. So she's the champion. She wears red usually. As I said, she's a vampire. Very gorgeous vampire. She has like a little tattoo actually on her neck as well. Like kind of hidden by her choker though, sadly. But yeah, obsessed with her genuinely. She's also going to live a very long time. Same as Megara, since she's a fairy. Obviously she's like never aging up because again, vampire. But yeah, she does look a lot like Victoria, I will say. Probably the most like Victoria, except the fact that she's, one, a vampire, two, has black hair, and her eyes are a white color. I actually have no idea who her father is, because I didn't write that down, and when she was born, when they were all growing up, in my Generation 1, they were in Sunset Valley, and had moved to Dragon Valley when a lot of them were like teenagers at that point. Yeah. So her heir is, as I said, Isaria Everdeen. She is just a toddler, literally just aged up. Genuinely just aged up. Isaria actually has like Victoria's coloring, my founder. Oh god, I just hit my microphone, I'm so sorry. She has like the same coloring as her grandmother, and I don't know if that's because her other mother had blonde hair or not, but she also has the blue eyes of her grandmother, which her mother doesn't have. Like, she's also a human, so it could also be that. Technically, I'm pretty sure she's an alien, because no, right, never mind, sorry, she's not an alien. Her mother's a human, so her other mother, the maid, is a human. I have it set up in NRAS so that they can have babies with humans. Sorry, not humans. With other women. I have same-sex babies happening. Just because, like, this is The Sims. It's not real. She's literally a vampire. They're fairies. They can have babies if I want them to. And also, I think that'd be more realistic. They probably could. They would be making babies with the women. So if they have that available, they probably would. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, Astaria is the youngest in the sect at the moment. I love her. She's very small. But yeah, moving on to the scholar, who is right next to Euthymia. She is my eldest Sim in this household. Her name is Morgana. As you heard, they were in Sunset Valley beforehand. Morgana and Zelda May were the two members that Victoria had recruited from Sunset Valley and had moved them all to Dragon Valley once all of their kids were like teenagers to childs. Like, they were not toddlers anymore, and I had enough money to move them into the house I built for them. But yeah, she is an elder now. If you see here that there's only one elder. Zelda has been moved out and has since retired, so she has her own like little cottage that they live in. And Morgana will be moving there eventually as well. But at the moment, she is staying in the household for political reasons, wanting to help support Megara in her reign since she's so new to it. And yeah, she's been here for a while. She is making the money as a world-renowned surgeon. Yeah, and isn't that insane? Oh my god, she like finished it as an elder, but it was pretty wild. She makes most of the money, I will say. You can see here that it's a little low, but I was decorating, so a lot of the money got used. The other ladies here are who we will describe. You might have noticed I didn't go through Morgana's family tree just because her daughter is right here. Her name is Bellona. She has her own daughter, Corvina, who's a toddler and is in the nursery right now, but we'll get to that eventually. The toddlers stay in the nursery for now because they're having a party and I don't want to deal with them. Bellona, she is my current scholar, since her mother is technically retired. Technically, she's kind of in limbo. She's supposed to be the scholar because her mother is retired, but her mother hasn't left. So she's not the scholar, but she is the scholar. She's in line to be the scholar, but kind of is already taking on the role as well. It's a bit complicated, I will say. She is, 11 days to aging up into an adult. Wow. Sorry, I just need to, she has 121 days. Megara is, like, so much older than Bellona, like, so much older. It's crazy to me, so now Bellona is going to be an adult before her. It's crazy. She's a human. Same with Morgana, they're both humans. While the May clan is, witches. Yeah, so Zelda May became a witch, and, her descendants have been witches as well. The May clan has been my entertainers, sorry. So they've been doing a lot. Yeah. But yes, moving on back to the wolf clan. Oh my god, Corin. What is your hair? When did you change that? Goodness. So yes, we have Morgana here at the beginning, then we have Bellona, and then her son Evander, who's in the household that I have with all of the boys in it, and her daughter Corvina. One thing to note here is that when I moved them from Sunset Valley to Dragon Valley, all of their relationships with the existing Sims in Sunset Valley got taken off the family trees and stuff. So it's all of Bellona's brothers have been removed. She has like 4 brothers, one of them being her twin, Adelmo. I don't know what I was thinking with that name, but that was his name, Adelmo. It just reminds me of Elmo, and I don't know what to do about it, but I can't change it because he still lives in Sunset Valley. But yeah, I have them all in a spreadsheet, the genealogy, so I can keep track of the boys since I don't really care too much to track them on my family echo trees. And I know in the game it probably will delete if I move them into a different save, especially since I'll probably need to do that due to it being The Sims 3 and all that. And it gets finicky if you do many generations in the same save, sadly. But oh well. But yeah, so Evander and Corvina. But Corvina is Bellona's heir, and also because Morgana's, since Morgana is going to be leaving soon. I actually don't know when she's going to die. She's got a while. Yeah, okay. But yes, so next to Bellona we have Calliope. She, as I said, is my entertainer. The eldest daughter of Zelda May. I'm just going to show this because I don't know what else to do. What? I'm sorry, what? What? At least it's a woman. Oh my god. Again, NRAS story progression. What are you doing? This is insane because Fiona is also the mother of all 3 of Euthemia's boys, sons. Here, I'll show you. Oh my god. She just wasn't giving me boys, so I had to have another. Euthemia really likes Fiona. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that bridge is burned. Oh my god. Insane stuff with NRAS story progression. But yes, as you might notice here, there's another dead sim. Her name is Cassiopeia. She was a teenager when she died. Because I do have that set up where teenagers can die. I think that might have just been because there was a meteor. The reason why she died was because on her day of graduation, she was graduating. She got hit by a meteor on the school. So she couldn't leave because they were having graduation or something. No, you have it at town hall. There was something happening at the school and she couldn't leave, but everybody else did leave. I think it was like honors or something. So everybody else did leave, but she couldn't. And she just flippin' died. Got hit by the meteor. But yeah, she was the second twin anyways, so it wasn't like she was gonna be the entertainer, but I was planning on making her the provider because I don't have the provider and the, what else is it? I don't have the provider or the priestess role filled, so that is something that I'm planning on filling within this series. So yay, either with daughters or with new recruits. Probably with new recruits just because I want to get those bloodlines to be a little bit fresh and new, you know. And so yeah, as we see here, we have Zelda. She's wearing some sort of face paint. I don't know why, but yeah. Then we have Calliope and her twin Cassiopeia, who is dead. And then Calliope has a daughter named Oriana, and Oriana is right here. She's very cute. I genuinely love her so much. She also just aged up, like her and Isaria both aged up at the same day. Isaria into a toddler and her into a child, so that was fun. And Corvina is like just the day before them. Yeah, the baby race is racing, even when it's just the court and not the royal ladies themselves. Like, oh my god. But yeah, that is The Sims. Here, let me just do a quick overview of them again. So the royal ladies over here, Euthemia, or Morgana, and then Bellona, Calliope, and Oriana. So there is a reason why I did sit them like this, and like, why didn't you just sit Morgana with Bellona since they're related, or because these guys are all worm colors and you should put them together. The reason why I did that is because Morgana and Euthemia are a part of the royals' side in court. There is a bit of a division happening at the moment. It's not quite so large just yet, but it's starting to become a bit of a problem. Bellona is a bit resentful towards Megara and her dead sister Contessa for Bellona is jealous of Bellona as a child was very jealous of Contessa and Morgana's relationship. Morgana and her were very close before Bellona had come about. Contessa was originally supposed to be Morgana's heir since Morgana had kept having boy after boy after boy. It was a big problem, and then eventually Bellona was born, and Morgana continued to pay a lot of attention towards Contessa due to her guilt over promising that Contessa was going to be her heir, and Morgana in turn decided to back Contessa for the throne instead of Megara. Though I don't think either of them really wanted it, honestly. Which I will explain a little bit later for Megara, because her thing is a little bit juicy as well. So Bellona is very resentful towards Contessa, and then eventually towards Megara as well, since Morgana turned her attentions towards Megara to the throne after Contessa had died, and also to teach her because she's the scholar. So that jealousy turned towards resentment, and that resentment turned towards a want for power and stuff. So she's kind of vying for the throne here a bit, just a touch. Like, at the moment, she's not going to act at all due to her mother being here. She loves her mother greatly and wouldn't want anything to happen to her. But at the moment, while Morgana is here, Bellona is not going to be doing anything. And I think to a certain degree, Morgana is ignoring her daughter's everything, but also is here to help support Megara and also prevent things like Bellona taking as much as they can while everything's still fresh. Throne-wise. What am I saying? God. But yeah. So Euthymia does know about Bellona being a little bit insane. So Contessa and her have been... Oh my god, Contessa? Sorry, they're twins, so they look a lot alike, and I get them confused a lot. But Megara and her have been scheming a bit to make sure that everything is okay on their part, and making sure that they have all the support they can so that Meg doesn't have any problems and such. But yeah, so we're having a bit of a party at the moment. But yeah, I wanted to explain the two sides a little. Also, Calliope is pretty close with Bellona, so Calliope is taking Bellona's side, but could pretty much go either way. So Bellona is trying to get more support and is going to try and do that with them recruiting more people, and usually the entertainer recruits a lot more people alongside the queen due to their social networking and all that stuff and knowing of your secrets, because the entertainer's also a what's it called, master spy, or if you know Game of Thrones, the only thing I can think of is Master of Whispers. Basically the person that like controls the information network and such, and that type of thing. So yeah. Moving on, I'm gonna let the game play. I'll have them dance a little bit, since it's the Snowflake Day. They're just gonna dance and have some fun. I don't know what's going on right now with my parties. I'm trying to fix it. There's something going on with Enros where I can't get it to what's it called? So that's it for this episode. Thank you for coming to my first episode here for the series. Hopefully you all enjoy the upcoming episodes. I'll do a little tour of the next one as well. I just didn't want it to get too long, so I ended it here. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for joining me. Bye.
Oh, Magadi.